everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Matt, and today we will be playing Tower Simulator 3, but something a little bit different, which should be fun. If you've not seen any of my other stuff or any episodes for this game on my channel, feel free to check them out. And if you do have any questions, comments, or any feedback on this video, any support needed, just drop them in the comments or reach out to me directly, and I'll always be happy to help. So as I said, we're going to be looking at something slightly different. The latest update of the game has just been released, so it should be quite a fun one with a little bit of a twist. So we're going to be at Salt Lake City today. We're going to run VFR traffic, which is part of the latest Tower Upgrade 5 release. So there's a latest update to the game which introduced VFR traffic. The default schedules don't really have it in, apart from if you go to TIST and use the default rather than the Energies design. So what I've done is I've tried to just pull a little database together just to give this a test, just to kind of show you some of the commands and the way that kind of VFR works. It's not really a schedule to be used. More just one to kind of test things out and see what happens. So I'll explain the schedule of the game loads. We're going to be using 3.5 for all of our VFR and kind of smaller aircraft, and then we will have some normal aircraft with 3.4 left used for arrivals and 3.4 right used for departures. We're using my database, and we're running at midday just because that's the only hour that I've got some geo traffic ordered in at the minute. So while it does load, I will quickly show you the schedule then. So basically I've brought down all the general traffic, all your kind of IFR standard commercial traffic, and then I've custom made a GA file, and you also need an extra file which is kind of the pattern traffic, kind of explains how it works and how far they fly and stuff like that. So you can see the 12 PM hour, kind of I've done like quite low in terms of other general traffic. You'll see the departures is weighted a lot more than arrivals. The reason for this is I've kind of split the GA traffic into three. So you've got three different types of VFR. You've got a VFR departure, which is basically just the same as IFR, but they're just flying visual rules. So you'll do the same. You'll move them, you'll depart them, hand them off to departure. Arrivals is slightly different. They'll come in VFR. You've got to get them onto final and then land them, and then they'll just full stop land. And then you've got other stuff, which is like your circuits traffic, which is why it shows them as kind of departures, but they're also departures and arrivals. Kind of explain it as we get into it a little bit. We've got one error. That's because I've used the wrong aircraft type that can be used for VFR, which is all fine. We're going to be using 3.5. I'll make these ever slightly smaller and drop the additional window open. Again, it shouldn't be too busy, but we're just kind of having a look at the. We're going to have a look at how VFR works and then what's going to happen. So there's not going to be too much traffic down here. I don't know where the rest of them are. It looks like they're all in there. So there's only like 10 aircraft that will probably be over here, just because of obviously the way that I've built the GA file. We will have standard traffic coming in on 3.4 left, but I'll probably keep the camera set over here just so you can kind of see how the VFR stuff works. So for pattern traffic, I'll kind of explain it in a minute. So they request closed traffic. So this is the bit that I'm a little bit confused from. So you can go closed right or left closed traffic approved, but I think it's November 611 Kilo Echo startup approved. Not startup approved. November 611 Kilo Echo right closed traffic approved.
Negative. I'm on the ground. November 611 Kilo Echo.
So you just do November 611 Kilo Echo approved, expect runway 35. So they're just requesting closed traffic. So you just give them the approved, and then you'll depart them and then give them the pattern. So that's standard as a normal approved, and then when you depart them, it'll be runway 35 cleared for takeoff right patterns. So they're going to fly off 3.5. They'll be taking. You've got your different legs. So you've got your upwind, which is directly as they depart. You've then got a crosswind, which will be obviously they're doing right patterns, so it'll be the first time that they take the right and start heading kind of 90 degrees to the right. You've got your downwind, which is kind of heading back towards us for the arrival, and then you've got your base leg, which is kind of, say they're over here, they'll be coming back in towards 3-5, so that's kind of from left to right to get back on here. And then you've got your final leg, which is onto arrival. So that's that. In terms of what you do, so from what I think you do, is you depart them with right patterns approved. They will then fly the upwind, crosswind, and downwind leg, and then you can either extend the downwind by X amount of miles. You can make them do 360s, which is basically in real world is basically I can't remember the full phraseology of it, but it's basically hold at the end of the downwind leg, and they'll basically hold at the end of the downwind leg because if you've got normal IFR traffic coming in, then they're gonna have to wait. Obviously, with us, we're using 3.5 for everything, so if we've already got someone coming in, then they're gonna have to wait, and they'll just hold at the end of the downwind leg. You can also extend the downwind leg. You also don't need them that far out with VFR traffic. They'll only be flying at like 1,000 feet. You can bring them in a lot earlier. With the different legs, you can tell them to enter the different legs. So if they're on the upwind, you can say enter downwind, runway 28, and they will enter the downwind and come all the way down and enter downwind. And then you can go turn base, which will then, you say turn actually, so you say turn base, and they'll turn from the downwind into the base leg. Kind of explain it as we get into it. Remember 611 Kilo Echo, runway 35 via Kilo. West 7536, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 35 via Kilo. November 611 Kilo Echo.
I feel like if you play in an airport with VFR traffic, you can't really play like a very busy schedule because you kind of need to listen to what the pilot's saying. Obviously, when you're playing a normal game, you can just keep departing people, and you get a backlog of transmissions. But when you're doing VFR, I feel like you need to listen because you need to make sure that they've acknowledged all of your transmissions. But yeah, we've got a bit mixture of all sorts. I can't remember in terms of timings what I did, but we'll play it and kind of see if we can get the different scenarios. So I think I've got some touch and goes set up, some low approaches set up, some full stop landings, and then some stop and goes, which basically stop on the runway and then take back off again. We've got some standard VFR departures, which is just like a normal departure. You just take them out, hand them off to departure, and then I said we've got a couple of standard VFR arrivals as well, which we just kind of get them into the final leg and land them as normal, and then they'll just they'll just go into the stand. So we'll try and get this guy out and see what happens. Remember 611 Kilo Echo, runway 35, cleared for takeoff, right patterns. Make sure that I get this command right.
November 9012 Quebec X-ray with information. Bravo, request closed traffic.
November 611 Kilo Echo, runway 35. Closed traffic approved. Not that either.
Negative, taxiway not found. November 611 Kilo Echo.
Make November 611 Kilo Echo, runway 35 cleared for takeoff, make right pattern.
Runway 35 cleared for takeoff, turn right on course. November 611 Kilo Echo.
So hopefully it turns right. Again, it's me kind of learning this at the same time. November 912 Quebec X-ray, runway, no. November 912 Quebec X-ray, approved, expect runway 35. We'll see what happens with him.
November 9012 Quebec X-ray.
So it's
approved. Expect runway 35.
Hopefully, as long as he enters the right pattern. So once he goes up, we need him to go up and then enter the right pattern and then come back down. Again, we're gonna have stuff tracked over there, but what I'll probably be doing is I'll probably just use that on my other screen and just exit them into Gate. It's more just to make sure that I know how busy it's going to be and actually having other traffic in the schedule. We've got our first departure, and then we'll go and see what he actually. And we can enter him down different lengths as well. Then I said they're not going to take long to actually take off because
Salt Lake City ground, November
So
9012, Quebec X-ray
he's
waiting
just
taxi.
going for it and taking a right pattern, which is pretty lovely. We're going to see what he actually does. November 912, Quebec X-ray, runway 35 right kilo. OS 3995, push back approved facing east. We're going to see what he's doing.
November 9012, Quebec
So
X-ray.
he's taking a right and looks like he's going to go and crash into the mountains, which great stuff. 611 kilo echo, turn basically, no, what is it called? Downwind. November 611 kilo echo, turn downwind.
Negative, I'm not on pattern. November 611 kilo echo.
Why are you not on pattern? November 611 kilo echo, enter right downwind, runway 35.
Entering right downwind, runway 35, November
Go.
611 kilo echo.
So he should be coming down the down. A 611 kilo echo, enter base. Enter base. November 611 kilo echo, turn base.
Command requirement missing, November 611 kilo echo. Turn base, November 611 kilo
So
echo.
you'll see he starts turning base now, so he's turning in. I'll get this guy out. November 912, Quebec X-ray, runway 35, cleared for takeoff. So right patterns.
Negative, I'm on the ground. November 9012, Quebec X-ray.
This is the bit that I don't know, because
Salt Lake City Tower, November 345, Bravo, kilo 15 miles southwest at 4,200. Inbound for landing with information Bravo.
Salt Lake City Tower.
this is what I'm a little bit confused about. So when you've got these, it seems to be taking them all. This is what I had an issue with before. It gave them all to 16 right. November 345, Bravo, kilo, enter left, downwind, runway 35. Bring him out.
Entering left downwind, runway 35.
November 912, Quebec X-ray, runway 35, cleared for takeoff. I need to get that guy off because this guy's like right close here.
Cleared for takeoff. November
Number
912,
611.
Quebec X-ray.
So he's turning. He's going to turn final now. November 912, Quebec X-ray, hold position. November 912, Quebec X-ray, cancel takeoff. I thought I had him lined up. Sorry, this is awful.
November 9012, Quebec X-ray.
So this guy's going to come in down here.
Cancel takeoff. November 9012, Quebec X-ray.
Let's see what he asked for. November 611 kilo echo, runway 35 cleared for the option.
Runway 35 cleared for touch and go. November 611 kilo
So
echo.
you can use cleared for low approach, cleared for touch and go, cleared for stop and go, or cleared for the option. Cleared for the option just lets them do whatever they want, which is probably the easiest one if you don't know what they're actually doing. But if you do look into the script system, it does tell you what they're actually doing. So you'll see he's doing a touch and go, because you can see it says touch and there. So you'll see if we go down here, it's going to go and do a touch. And then you'll see he's turned back to red because he's going to go back into a departure. There you go. Lovely stuff. Remember 912 Quebec X-ray, runway 35, line up and wet.
Runway 35.
So let's see what happens with this guy now. Because he should enter right patterns again now. A 611 kilo echo. Turn crosswind.
Negative. Standby. November 611 kilo echo.
Okay, I'm standing by. OS 3995, runway 34 right via hotel. OS 7536, taxi to terminal via Bravo. Wait for that about them too. See what this guy's doing. So you can see him up here. November 345, Bravo, kilo, enter left, base leg, runway 35. I keep saying like because that's what they say in real life. November 345, Bravo, kilo, enter base, runway 35. November 345, Bravo, kilo, enter left, base, runway 35. I always forget that you've got to say left or right.
Unknown command, November 345, Bravo, kilo.
So he's making his right turn now.
November
See that?
345, Bravo, kilo.
Get this guy going.
Entering left base, runway 35. November 345 Bravo Kilo.
I might push it over crash. So November 9012 Quebec X-ray runway 35 cleared for takeoff. Right closed. Traffic approved. Maybe I don't like that then. November 9012 Quebec X-ray runway 35 cleared for takeoff. Make right turn upwind. Not that either. I'm just going to clear him for takeoff and see what he actually does then. November 9012 Quebec X-ray runway 35 cleared for takeoff. So we've got this guy coming in here. We can enter him. He's coming in via base, so we've given him left base. So he's coming in from the left. So we give him left base. Remember 912 Quebec X-ray runway 35 cleared for takeoff. Need him to go because this guy should turn into final. Remember 9345 Bravo Kilo enter final runway 35. No. Remember 345 Bravo Kilo enter final runway 35. I think you have to give him an enter final.
November 345 Bravo Kilo.
So he should turn left now and enter final. There you go. So he's turning now and entering final for runway 35. So I think for the VFR arrivals, this is how you do it. You can see he's doing some mad turn. So
Salt Lake City Tower.
we've got this guy on base now, which you'll be able to get to land next. So he's on a full stop landing, so you'll just go. Remember 345 Bravo Kilo, runway 35 clear to land. Give him full stop landing.
Runway 35, clear to land. November 345 Bravo Kilo.
The 611 Kilo Echo, turn base, runway 35.
Turn base, runway 35.
Get him into the base, so he's just a standard departure, I think. Just Quebec X-ray, a standard departure. No, he's not. He's on a low approach, so you'll be taking a right-hand pattern. We do have India Victor, which is a standard departure. Is November 10 India Victor pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing west. November 10 India Victor. Salt Lake City Tower.
We're bringing this guy in on. You'll have to wait. So he's just. So you don't even need to give him final because he's on the patterns. You don't actually have to give him thing. He'll just fly the final. Whereas when you have an actual arrival, I think you've got to give him final. So he's on base. We've got to get this guy down. So he looks like he's turning right. So I don't want him to do that. Remember 912 Quebec X-ray. Enter right. Downwind runway 35.
Turn downwind runway 35. November 9012 Quebec X-ray.
Remember 9012 Quebec X-ray. Turn right heading 20. Going the wrong way. November 611 Kilo Echo runway 35 cleared for the option. November 611 Kilo Echo runway 35 cleared touch and go. November 611 Kilo Echo runway 35 cleared for the option. Yeah, he's just going around. That's
negative. Unknown command. November 9012 Quebec X-ray. Negative. Tower, we requested a different option. We want to make a touch and go. November 611 Kilo Echo.
I turned him in too early, so this is the other thing. You've got to be careful not to turn people in too early. This guy did a left pattern, so obviously we messed that one up. November 611 Kilo Echo, go around. You've got to send him around, and then November 611 Kilo Echo, turn crosswind. November 10 India Victor runway 35 via Kilo. Again, we're very much learning this. It's going to be an interesting one. So this guy's gone the left patterns for some reason. We're going to get this guy in. He's going to come down Kilo in a second. So, SkyWest 3995, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. SkyWest 3995.
So he's doing his downwind. So he's coming back for downwind. This guy, I have no idea what he's actually doing. November 912, Quebec X-ray, turn base.
Turn base. November 912 Quebec X-ray.
We'll get him turned into base. November 345, Bravo Kilo, taxi to ramp.
Taxi to ramp.
November 10 India Victor, hold position.
Hold position. November 10 India Victor.
We're going to try and get this guy cutting right through in front of these. And then we'll keep this guy flying down until he requests the turn base. Just so we don't have two in front of each other. He's doing touch and goes. I can't remember what he's doing.
November 912 Quebec X-ray is on final. Requesting for low approach.
Come on. Alright, push the talks, Brock. Come on. Remember 912 Quebec X-ray, runway 35, low approach approved. Oh. Remember 912 Quebec X-ray, runway 35, cleared for the option. He's going to do a low approach. Can't remember what that one is. This is pretty cool to be fair.
Runway 35, clear for low approach. November 912 Quebec X-ray.
November 10 India Victor, continue taxi. So he's going to do a low approach. We'll get him in now. November 611 Kilo Echo, turn base.
Turn base. November 611 Kilo Echo.
So he's doing a low approach, which is quite cool. So these are all the different ones. I've just tried to put the different ones in. So he'll just go back into red in a second, I think, once he's going to start climbing. OS 3995, contact departure. Just check this November. He's just a standard departure.
Salt Lake City Tower, Southwest 7248 on final 34.
So he goes back to there, and then he will turn right base, but I want him to turn right. He'll turn left, but I need him to do right buttons. November 912 Quebec X-ray, turn right. Base. No. November 912 Quebec X-ray. I know he's turning right, that's good.
Turn right 8 degrees. November 912
Oh no.
Quebec X-ray.
November 912 Quebec X-ray, enter right downwind, runway 35.
Entering right downwind, runway 35.
He's not actually said anything yet.
912 Quebec X-ray.
November 611 Kilo Echo, runway 35 cleared for the option. He's doing some mad turn, but yeah.
Right, cleared for touch and go. November 611
So he's
Kilo
doing
Echo.
touch and go. Delta 75 908, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Is he going left or is he going right? He's coming right, which is good.
Delta 75908.
He's going to do a touch and go, which is quite cool.
Salt Lake City ground. November 21 X-ray with information. Bravo. Request closed traffic.
He's going to go close traffic as well. November 21 X-ray approved, expect runway 35. Goes doing touch and go, and you'll see it turns back into red.
Runway 35. November 21 X-ray.
You just give him approved, taxi him to the runway. It's just, the only thing I don't know how to do is which way patterns to give him. I'm gonna just have a quick look. Going. There's a commands file which I'm gonna have a quick check into.
Salt Lake City Tower. SkyWest 6667 on final 35.
November 10 India Victor, runway 35 line up and wet.
Runway 35, line up and wet. November 10 India Victor.
November 10 India Victor, runway 35 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 35, cleared for takeoff. November 10 India
So he'll enter right, he's on the right downwind, which is all good. And Delta November. Really? Delta's all the way over there, so that doesn't make sense.
Salt Lake City ground. November 21 X-ray ready to taxi.
November 21 X-ray, runway 35 via Kilo.
Runway 35 via Kilo.
November 912 Quebec X-ray, enter base. November 912 Quebec X-ray, enter base. Not enter base, it's turn base. November 912 Quebec X-ray, turn base.
Command requirement missing. November 9012
Delta
Quebec
7598, taxi to terminal via Bravo. It's just a standard departure.
Command property error. November 9012 Quebec X-ray.
We've got a SkyWest coming in on
We are on right pattern of runway 35. November 9012 Quebec X-ray.
SkyWest 6667, enter final runway 34 left. I don't want him on this runway.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Delta 7598. Enter final runway 34 left. SkyWest 6667.
November 10 India Victor, contact departure. Because these are standard departure, so obviously in here they generally say, but you can see in here obviously they're in a different thing. These two are doing, this guy's doing touch and goes, and then this guy's doing approaches. Just would keep doing these. 912 Quebec X-ray is in. That's why 7248, runway 34 left, clear to land. SkyWest is going on a wing.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Southwest 7248.
This guy should call up saying he's on final in a second. Probably should have brought that SkyWest in just to show you how it works.
Tower, November 9012 Quebec X-ray is on final. Requesting for low approach.
November 9012 Quebec X-ray, runway 35, cleared for low approach.
Runway 35, cleared for low approach. November 9012 Quebec X-ray.
This is a very, very cool addition to the game. I'm quite enjoying this. It's certainly a lot different than everything that we've done before. So, again, the main things to probably look out for then is, obviously, you enter him into base. They're going to fly the downwing leg by himself most of the time, as you can see with this guy. So we'll enter in base in a second. So you just tell them to turn base. Make sure they're doing right on patterns, and when they get here they'll request whatever they want. You can clear them for the option, or you can clear them for whatever they want to do. If you get stuck, just clear them for the option. So the start guide is quite good. You can turn people, you can make them do 360s, so there's like make left 360 for spacing. You can literally just make them do like a little hold. In case, like, say we had that SkyWest coming in, you can make this November 611 Kilo Echo do a 360, so we don't have to keep flying all the way down. But we're going to turn this guy to base, I think, in a second. November 611 Kilo Echo, turn base. November 211 X-ray, runway 35, line up and wet. This guy's doing low approach.
We are on right pattern of runway 35, November 611 Kilo Echo. Runway 35, line up and wait. November 21 X-ray.
He'll go back out as another departure now. Yep.
Salt Lake City ground. November 741 Victor Echo with information Bravo. Request closed traffic.
So he's going in traffic as well. November 21 X-ray, runway 35, cleared for takeoff. Right course traffic approved.
Salt Lake City ground, November 52 Echo Oscar VFR to Spanish Fork Municipal Airport Woodhouse Field with information Bravo, ready to start.
21 X-ray, runway 35, cleared for takeoff. So there's another guy
Runway
waiting to go.
35, cleared for takeoff.
Wherever he is.
November 21 X-ray.
November 52 Echo Oscar approved, expect runway 35. Obviously the request IFR to specific thing.
Runway 35, November 52 Echo Oscar.
November 741 Victor Echo approved, expect runway 35.
Approved, expect runway 35. November 741 Victor Echo.
So I'm hoping this guy does
Salt
right
Lake
hand
City
patterns.
Tower, November 611 Kilo Echo is on final, requesting to touch and go.
November 611 Kilo Echo, runway 35, cleared for the option.
Runway 35, cleared
That's
for
by
touch and go.
7248, taxi to
November
terminal via
611
Bravo.
Kilo Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Southwest 7248.
So we'll see what he does. He should be going on a right hand pattern.
Skywest 2320 on
November 2-1, X-ray, X-ray, enter right, crosswind, runway 35.
Entering right crosswind, runway 35.
We go.
November 2-1, X-ray, X-ray.
So we've got a SkyWest 2320 who is coming in on
Salt
this
Lake
runway.
City ground,
So
November
we're
5
going
to Echo Oscar, ready to taxi.
November 5 to Echo Oscar, runway 35 via Kilo.
Runway 35, via Kilo, November 5 to Echo Oscar.
November 5 to Echo Oscar, runway 35 at Kilo 4. Probably bring him straight.
Runway 35,
November
via
5
Kilo
to
4.
Echo
November
Oscar,
5 to
runway
Echo Oscar.
35 at Kilo 4.
Runway 35, at Kilo 4, November 5 to Echo Oscar.
So he's going touch and
Salt
goes.
Lake City Tower, SkyWest 666.
November 901 to Quebec X-ray, enter base. Nope. November, he's not ready to go yet actually. So we've got him going one pattern, and he's on the third pattern. So we've got 3 aircraft in patterns. November 741 Victor Echo, runway 35 right Kilo. And then he'll be the 4th one in the pattern. But one of them will probably come to land in a second. November 901 to Quebec X-ray, enter base. No. November 901 to Quebec X-ray, turn base. Need to remember that.
Command property error, November 9012 Quebec X-ray. Turn base, November 9012 Quebec X-ray.
And he should make his right hand turn any second. Back round, get back into there. Then we can probably get this guy straight out. November 5 to Echo Oscar, runway 35 cleared for takeoff. Again, if we look at the strip system, you'll see this guy, he's going to an actual departure. These are going to be all of our 4 things. I'm not going to.
Salt Lake City Tower, November 9012 Quebec X-ray is on final, requesting to full stop landing.
November 5 to Echo Oscar, cancel takeoff. November 5 to Echo Oscar, hold position. November 901 to Quebec X-ray, runway 35 cleared to land. So he's requested full stop landing, so you give him clear to land this time.
November 5 to Echo Oscar. Hold position, November 5 to Echo Oscar.
Then you've got these 2.
Clear to land, November 912 Quebec
I don't know where
X-ray.
he's going. November 611 Kilo Echo. I'm hoping he's turning this way. November 611 Kilo Echo, turn downwind.
Negative, we are on right pattern of runway 35, November 611 Kilo Echo.
November 611 Kilo Echo, turn right downwind, runway 35. 611 Kilo Echo, turn right downwind. Oh no, he's just flying around him.
Requirement missing, November 611 Kilo Echo.
November 741 Victor Echo. I have to wait because SkyWest is coming in and I held him. This is where it gets fun. Like if you're at a single runway airport, that's kind of where this stuff is happening quite a lot. And obviously I've set up like 4 traffic to be in the pattern at the same time here. Where's 211 X-ray, X-ray going? November 211 X-ray, X-ray. Turn downwind.
Negative, I'm not on pattern. November 21 X-ray, X-ray.
Skywind 2320, Skywind. SkyWest 2320, runway 35 clear to land. November 21 X-ray, X-ray, enter right downwind, runway 35.
Runway 35, clear to land. SkyWest 2320.
Coming in.
Turn downwind, runway 35. November 21 X-ray, X-ray.
November 901 to Quebec X-ray, taxi to ramp via Kilo.
Taxi to ramp via Kilo. November 9012 Quebec X-ray.
SkyWest is coming in, and then you can see these 2. If you look at the debright in the top left, you can see the 2 on the right hand side who are both coming downwind.
Chartran 886 with information. Bravo. Request closed traffic.
We've got another one going in close traffic. The Chartran.
Salt Lake City ground. November 9012 Quebec X-ray runway vacated.
Chartran 886 approved, expert runway 35. November 5 to Echo Oscar, continue taxi. So we've got 1 out of the traffic, but then we're going to get 2 more. November 741 Victor Echo, runway 35, line up and wait. Southwest 6667, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Continue taxi, November 52 Echo Oscar.
Southwest just come in there, we've got
35,
him there.
line up and wait. November
I don't think we
741
can get him
Victor
into
Echo.
base yet, because
Runway 34
we've
left.
got 2
Clear
departures to
land.
go.
Skywest 6667.
Southwest 2320, taxi to terminal via Quebec, cross runway 34 right.
Taxi to terminal via Quebec. Cross runway
November 52 Echo Oscar, runway 35 cleared for immediate takeoff. Get him going.
Runway 35 cleared for immediate takeoff. November 52 Echo Oscar.
So it looks like he's already turning, so I'm gonna have to hurry up. They must just turn by himself, because he's just in the pattern. Oh yeah, because I didn't extend his downwind, did I? Why? Should have extended the downwind. Oh well, that's fine. Nothing to worry about.
Ground. Chartran 886 ready to taxi.
Chartran 886, runway 35 via Kilo.
Runway 35 via Kilo. Chartran 886.
I need him to hurry up because he might be going around here because I lined him up on the runway.
Salt Lake City Tower,
November 741 Victor Echo, runway 35. No, can't do it. He wants to touch and go, but you're going to have to go around.
November 741 Victor Echo.
November 741 Victor Echo, runway 35 cleared for immediate takeoff.
Runway 35, clear for immediate takeoff. November 741 Victor Echo.
November 21 X-ray, X-ray, turn base.
Negative, we are on right pattern of runway 35.
November 52 Echo, Oscar, contact departure. November 21 X-ray, X-ray, enter base, runway 35. November 21 X-ray, X-ray, turn, no. November 611 Kilo Echo, runway 35 cleared for the option. I think he is turning base, it's fine.
Salt Lake departure on 120.9er. November 52 Echo Oscar.
November 741 Victor Echo, enter right downwind, runway 35. Him straight on the downwind.
Command requiring missing. November 21 X-ray X-ray. Command
He's doing
property
touch and
error.
go.
November 21 X-ray X-ray.
Oh, this is really fun. I could play this all day. It's quite, when you've got a few going at once, it's quite fun.
611 Kilo Echo.
So that's the third one.
Downwind, runway 35, November 741 Victor Echo.
He's doing a touch and go, which will be a quick touch and go. There you go. Then we've got 21 X-ray, X-ray coming in as well.
Salt Lake City Tower, November 21 X-ray X-ray is on final.
I entered him
Full
straight
stop landing.
into that because we had these other two. So this guy's coming in for full stop landing. November 21 X-ray, X-ray, runway 35 clear to land. OS 2320, cross runway 14, cross runway 34 right. Get that guy in over to
Runway
terminal.
35, cleared to land.
OS 6667, taxi to terminal via Bravo. Not really had any departures, but this was the purpose of the video, to get all of this in. So we've got this guy on downwind, this guy is going up. Remember 611 Kilo Echo, turn crosswind.
Turn crosswind. November 611 Kilo Echo.
We've got a VFR arrival now, which is
Salt Lake City
50.
Tower, November 501 Victor Foxtrot 13 miles northwest.
November 501
Inbound for landing with information Bravo.
November 501 Victor Foxtrot, enter right downwind, runway 35. So he should come all the way down here and then.
Right downwind, runway 35. November 501 Victor Foxtrot.
Got him coming down here, he's on base, I think. Is he on base, like? Not base, downwind, like? Quite far out. Can't remember that call sign. Chartran 886, runway 35, line up and wait.
Runway 35, line up and wait. Chartran 886.
Yeah, got him, and then this guy should be coming in for arrival. He'll enter the downwind as well. He's just going to be coming in down by a kilo, that's fine. So now I just need to make sure they turn right. Chartran 886, right, course traffic approved.
Command requirement missing. Chartran 886.
Chartran 886, runway 35, cleared for takeoff, right, course traffic approved. Chartran 886, runway 35, cleared for takeoff, right pattern. Pattern. Try that.
Salt Lake City ground. November 21 X-ray X-ray runway vacated.
Chartran 886, runway 35, cleared for takeoff. Let's just see if he flies right patterns. That's the only thing I need to learn.
Cleared for takeoff.
Number 21 X-ray X-ray, taxi to ramp via Kilo.
Taxi to ramp via Kilo. November 21 X-ray X-ray.
I think you just enter right. As soon as he's up, I'll go enter right upwind. Chartran 886, enter right upwind.
Negative. Part missing. Chartran 886.
Chartran 886, enter right upwind 35. Chartran 886, run. What am I doing? Chartran 886, enter right upwind, runway 35.
Negative. I'm in the air. Chartran 886. Command property error. Chartran 886. Entering right upwind. Runway 35.
Chartran 886, enter right crosswind, runway 35. Need to get him turned.
Turn crosswind. Runway 35. Chartran 886.
I've got these two are just going to be flying in because we've not turned them early, so that's fine. They probably need the distance anyway.
Salt Lake City Tower.
Chartran 886, enter right downwind, runway 35. Get him straight down.
Turn downwind. Runway 35. Chartran 886.
November 741 Victor Echo wants
Salt Lake City ground. Delta 1904 with information. Bravo. Requesting push and start.
maybe he wants full. November 741 Victor Echo, runway 35 cleared for the option.
Runway 35, cleared for touch and go. November 741 Victor Echo.
He wasn't in there as touch and go Echo, was he?
Salt Lake City Tower. November 611 Kilo Echo is on final. Requesting to touch and go.
He wants to touch and go as well? Or behind, or I mean, they're quite close behind each other. Could have extended his downwind. Never mind. November 611 Kilo Echo, runway 35 cleared for the option. Okay,
Runway 35 cleared for touch and go. November 611 Kilo Echo.
Salt Lake City Tower. Delta 6305 on final 34 left.
Let's just have a quick look then. CTA, was he full stop landing?
Salt Lake City ground. Southwest 5907
Oh,
line
he's a
of information.
stop.
Bravo.
A stop
Requesting
and
push
go.
start.
We've got they're all gone. Oh, let me go and have a quick look because he should be doing touch and go. So there's your first touch and go, and then your next touch and go going now. And then we'll get this guy straight in for base. Chartran 886, runway. Chartran 886, turn base.
Command property error. Chartran 886. Turn base. Chartran 886.
November 741 Victor Echo. Enter right downwind, runway 35.
Entering right downwind.
Oh, this is really fun.
November 741 Victor
He's
Echo.
on his touch and go. We're going to get him on downwind now, so we've got a little bit of separation between these.
Salt Lake City ground. November Nina to Sierra Mike with information Bravo. Request closed traffic.
November Nana 2 Sierra Mike approved. Expect runway 35.
Approved expect
Guys,
runway 35.
coming in hot here.
Nina to Sierra Mike.
Salt Lake City Tower. Chartran 886 is on final. For stop and go.
Chartran 886, runway 35 cleared for the option. So here you can see a stop and go. So we've had a touch and go, we've had a low approach, we've had full stop landing. This is a stop and go. What I'm expecting him to do is stop and then take back off.
With information, Bravo. Request closed traffic.
We're going to get this guy in via base. Second, let's just watch this. Remember, 636 Delta Lima, approved, expect runway 35.
Approved, expect runway 35. November 636
Delta 1904, pushback approved, facing east. Southwest 5979, pushback approved, facing east. Southwest 5979, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved.
So there you go, he's done his full stop. And then he should be taking off now.
Pushback approved, facing east. Southwest 5979.
November 501 Victor Foxtrot, turn to base. Turn base. No, I keep saying enter. November 501 Victor Foxtrot, turn base. November 611 Kilo Echo, enter right downwind, runway 35.
Command requirement missing. November 501 Victor Foxtrot.
November 902 Sierra Mike, runway 35 via Kilo.
Turn base.
Delta 6305, runway 34 left, clear to land. Southwest 8593, pushback approved, facing east.
Turn downwind, runway 35.
Downwind. Great stuff.
Runway 35 via Kilo. November Nina to Sierra Mike.
You should be turning base now.
Runway 34 left. Cleared to land. Delta 6305. Pushback approved, facing east. Skywest 85903. Salt Lake City ground. November Nina to Sierra Mike, ready to taxi.
Skytron 886. Turn right, crosswind, runway 35. Skytron 886, turn right, crosswind, runway 35. Skytron 886, enter right, crosswind, runway 35. Don't like to keep saying that. Delta 1904, runway 34 right, via hotel. Southwest 5979, runway 34 right, via Echo Hotel. You don't need to worry too much about them.
Command requirement missing.
Got these two coming next.
Negative. I'm in the air.
November 741 Victor Echo, turn base.
Turn crosswind. Runway 35. Chartran 886. Runway 34 right. Via hotel.
We're gonna have a lot in the traffic pattern here, so we're gonna have to like extend downwinds and stuff.
Runway 34 right. Viaco. Hotel. Southwest 5979.
Turn base. November 741 Victor Echo. Salt Lake City ground. November 636 Delta Lima, ready to taxi.
Salt Lake City ground. Delta 1904 ready to taxi.
November 501 Victor Foxtrot, runway 35 cleared for the option. November 501 Victor Foxtrot, runway 35 cleared to land. Must be on a full stop landing.
Negative. We are scheduled arrival. We intend to land. November 501 Victor Foxtrot.
We'll get the next one turning base in a second as well.
501 Victor Foxtrot.
November 636 Delta Lima, runway 35 via Kilo.
Runway 35 via Kilo. November 636.
November 611 Kilo Echo, turn base.
Turn base. November 611 Kilo Echo. Salt Lake City ground. Southwest 5979 ready to taxi. Salt Lake City Tower. November 501 Victor Foxtrot is on final. Request full stop landing.
Salt Lake City ground. Skywest 85903 ready to taxi.
Salt Lake City Tower. November 741 Victor Echo is on final. Requesting to touch and go.
November 741 Victor Echo, runway 35 cleared for touch and go.
Runway 35 cleared for touch and go. November 741 Victor Echo.
Salt Lake City Tower. November 611 Kilo Echo is on final.
Oh,
Requesting
we've
to
got
touch
this
and go.
OBQ as well. It's a lab quest.
Salt Lake City
doing?
ground.
He's
Lab
going
quest
somewhere.
45 VFR to Denver Centennial Airport with
Going
information Bravo. Ready to start.
Lab quest 45 approved, expect runway 35. So he's a full stop landing and he's doing touch and goes.
Lab quest 45.
November 501 Victor Foxtrot, taxi to ramp via Kilo.
Taxi to ramp via Kilo. November 501 Victor Foxtrot.
What's CTA? Again. CTA.
Salt Lake City ground.
Skytron.
Skywest 8593 with information Bravo. Requesting push and start.
Skytron 886, extend downwind by 5 miles.
Extend
You can go.
downwind. by 5 miles.
And then you
Charter
extend this
886.
guy, so rather than him turning in really early, we extend him right down because I want to get these 2 departures out. Delta 1904, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Delta 6305, taxi to terminal. Skywest 8593, runway 34 right via hotel.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Delta
Runway 611 Kilo Echo, runway 35 cleared for the option. I can't remember what he wants to do.
Taxi to terminal. Delta 6305. Runway 34 right.
Southwest 45, runway 35 via Kilo.
Skywest 8593.
So we'll see what he's doing. Kilo Echo.
Cleared for touch and go. November 611 Kilo Echo.
He's doing touch and goes.
Runway 35 by Kilo. Lab Quest 45.
November 92 Sierra Mike, runway 35, line up and wait. Is he doing, Sierra
Runway
Mike doing,
35, line up and wait. November Nina to Sierra Mike.
yeah, and the other guys going.
Salt Lake City ground. Lab Quest 45 ready to taxi.
Cool. So he's done a touch and go. November 71 Victor Echo, enter right downwind runway 35. November 741 Victor Echo, enter right downwind runway 35.
Turn right
Please
for
get
03
runway.
degrees. November 741 Victor Echo.
They're turning right, so it
Entering
shouldn't
right
matter.
downwind. Runway 35. November 741
November
Victor Echo.
92 Sierra Mike, runway 35 cleared for takeoff. Enter right upwind, runway 35. November 92 Sierra Mike, runway 35 cleared for takeoff. Chartron 886, turn base. November 636 Delta Lima, runway 35 line up and wait.
Negative. I'm on the ground.
Northwest 5979, runway 34 right line up and wait.
Runway
November
35,
611 Kilo
clear for
Echo,
takeoff.
turn right downwind,
Sierra
runway
Mike.
35. November 92 Sierra Mike, enter right upwind, runway 35. November 611 Kilo Echo, enter right downwind, runway 35.
Turn base.
November 363 Delta Lima, runway 35 cleared for takeoff. November 636 Delta Lima, runway 35 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 35. Line up and wait. November 636 Delta Lima.
Sierra Mike, he's another one, isn't he?
Southwest
Look
5979.
how many we've got doing circuits.
Turn right 135 degrees. November 611 Kilo Echo.
What's CBC one?
Entering right upwind. Runway 35. November Nina to Sierra Mike.
Skyshare.
Negative.
Skyshare 85 approved, expect runway 35.
Kilo Echo.
Delta 1904, contact departure. Twilight 12, enter right base, runway 35.
Runway 35. Cleared for
Twilight
takeoff.
12, enter
November
left base, runway
636 Delta
35.
Lima.
Delta 7897, pushback approved, facing east.
Approved and expect runway 35. Share 85.
November 92 Sierra Mike, turn crosswind.
Salt Lake departure on 120.9er. Delta 1904. Good day.
He's on.
Entering right base. Runway 35. Twilight 12.
November 741 Victor Echo, extend downwind by 1 mile.
Negative. Unknown command.
Northwest
Twilight
5979, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
Pushback approved.
Delta
facing east.
4427,
Delta
pushback approved, facing
7897.
east.
Turn crosswind. November Nina to Sierra Mike.
Extend downwind by 1 miles. November 741
November 71.
Victor Echo.
November 741 Victor Echo, extend downwind by 4 miles. Twilight 12, enter final runway 35. November 611 Kilo Echo, extend downwind by 3 miles. November 92 Sierra Mike, enter right downwind runway 35. November 636 Delta Lima, enter right crosswind runway 35. Chartron 886 runway 35 cleared for the option.
Runway 34 right.
I'm gonna struggle to get these out.
5979er.
CBC is Skyshare.
Command property error. Delta 4427.
Skyshare 85 runway 35 via Kilo. Now this is getting very busy because we've got so
Extend
much.
downwind by 4 miles. November 741 Victor Echo.
Southwest 597, 9 contact departure. For some reason he's just decided he wants to go and do
Northeast
lefts.
runway, Twilight 12. Negative.
Delta
I'm not
Lima.
on pattern. November 611 Kilo Echo.
Remember 611 Kilo Echo, enter right base runway 35.
Negative. We are on right pattern of runway 35. November Nina to Sierra Mike.
Twilight 12, enter left base runway 35. I don't know why he's going that way.
Turn crosswind, runway 35, November 636 Delta Lima.
Twilight 12, enter right base runway 35. That way then.
Runway 35, cleared to land.
November 741 Victor
886.
Echo, turn base.
Runway 35 via Kilo. Share 85.
November 636 Delta Lima, enter left downwind runway 35. Southwest 8593, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Delta 4427, pushback approved, facing east. Where's Twilight going? Twilight 12, turn left, heading 100. LBQ. Sorry, this is so messy. LBQ is Lab Quest. Lab Quest 45, runway 35, line of points.
Negative. We are on right pattern of runway 35, Twilight 12.
Turn base.
Remember 92
November
Sierra
741
Mike,
Victor Echo.
turn left, heading 090.
Turn downwind, runway 35, November 636 Delta Lima.
So this guy's stopped, which is always
Runway
helpful.
34 right. Cleared for takeoff.
CTA,
Southwest 85903.
Gertron is stopped.
Pushback approved facing east. Delta 4427.
Gertron 886, taxi to ramp via Kilo. Lab Quest 45, runway 35, cleared for immediate takeoff. CBC, get him up in the
Turn
air.
left heading 100, Twilight 12.
Gasha 85, runway 35, line of points.
Runway 35. Line up and wait. Lab Quest 45. Turn left heading 90. November Nina
November
to Sierra
611 Kilo Echo, enter right downwind runway 35. Not gonna be able to get him in.
Taxi to ramp via Kilo. Chartran 886.
Runway 35. Cleared for immediate takeoff. Lab Quest 45.
Lab Quest 45, contact departure. CBC, I keep forgetting these call signs.
Runway 35.
Probably use Tower
Line up and wait.
Assistant when I'm doing this, but never mind. Skysha. Skysha 85, runway 35, cleared for takeoff. Skysha 85, enter right, crosswind, runway 35. NGF, where's he going?
Lab Quest 45. Good day.
Angel Flight.
Runway 35.
Angel Flight 20 approved, expect runway 35. Remember 611 Kilo Echo, turn base. Remember 611 Kilo Echo, turn base.
Negative. I'm on the ground. Share 85.
Remember 714 Victor Echo, cleared for the option.
Approved. Expect runway 35.
Where's he going?
920.
Remember 714 Victor Echo, turn right, heading 020. November 714 Victor Echo, turn base. November 741 Victor Echo, turn base.
Negative. We are on right pattern of runway 35, November 611.
November 741 Victor Echo, enter final runway 35.
Command requirement missing. November 741 Victor
I've
Echo.
made an absolute mess of this.
Turn right heading 20.
Twilight
November
12,
741 Victor Echo.
enter right base runway 35. November 611 Kilo Echo, enter final runway 35. Why are they not following the patterns?
Negative. I'm not on pattern.
Southwest 8593, contact departure. November 611 Kilo Echo, enter right base runway 35.
Negative. I'm not on pattern.
Well,
November
get on
741
pattern then.
Victor Echo.
Oh my god, I've messed this up
Negative.
so much.
Get on this runway. November 741 Victor Echo.
Remember 92 Sierra Mike, enter right downwind runway 35.
Entering right base, runway 35, Twilight 12.
Remember 611 Kilo Echo, turn right, heading 120.
Negative. I'm departure. November 611 661 Kilo Echo.
South Lake departure on 120.9er.
November 636. Let's just hold him there a second.
Negative. We are on right pattern on
Well,
1235.
I mean, you shouldn't really have this much
611
traffic,
Kilo
but
Echo.
we've got Twilight coming in. November 636 Delta Lima. Be turning along with Twilight.
Entering right downwind. Runway 35, November Nina to Sierra
NGF.
Mike.
Angel Flight.
Turn right
Angel
heading
Flight 35.
November
Angel Flight.
611 Kilo
Angel
Echo.
Flight 20, runway 35 via Kilo. November 611 Kilo Echo. Enter right, downwind, runway 35.
Negative. Taxiway not found. Angel Flight 20. Entering right downwind, runway 35, November 611 Kilo Echo.
These two are going to crash, aren't they?
Twilight 12, 16 miles south at 4,200. Inbound for landing with information Bravo.
Angel Flight 20, runway 35 via Kilo.
Runway 35, via Kilo. Angel Flight 20. Salt Lake City Tower, Chartran 886 is on final, requesting to full stop landing.
Salt Lake City ground. Share 85 ready to taxi.
Salt Lake City ground, Delta 78907 ready to taxi.
These two are really close to each other.
Salt Lake City ground. Delta 4427 ready to taxi.
They're going to crash.
Salt Lake
I
City
just want
ground,
to see what they
Angel
actually do.
Flight 20 ready to taxi.
Remember 63 Delta Lima. No. 636 Delta Lima. Yeah, you can go right behind him then.
Salt Lake City Tower, Twilight 12 is on final, request full stop landing.
November
Salt Lake City ground,
November
Delta 78907 with
741
information
Victor
Bravo, requesting
Echo.
push and start.
Enter right downwind runway 35. This guy's turning in. November 636 Delta Lima, runway 35 cleared for the option. We've got three right behind each
Entering
other.
right downwind. Runway 35. November 741 Victor
And
Echo.
he's going a lot quicker than me.
Runway 35. Cleared for stop and go.
Doing
November
190.
636 Delta Lima.
November 611 Kilo Echo, go around. Please.
Go around, November 611 Kilo
This
Echo.
this is bad.
Salt Lake City
November
Tower.
8,
November
5 U
636 Delta Lima is on final. For stop and go.
November 85 Uniform Kilo, approved to expect runway 35. Delta 4427 runway 34 right. Delta 78907 runway 34 right. November 611 Kilo Echo, go around. Twilight 12 runway 35 cleared for the option. Twilight 12 runway 35 cleared to land. November 92 Sierra Mike, enter right downwind runway 35. November 741 Victor Echo, enter right downwind runway 35. CBC, let's get him turning in.
Approved, expect runway 35. November 8
Guy share 85, turn base.
Runway 34 right. Delta 4427.
November 611 Kilo Echo, turn right downwind runway 35.
Runway 34 right, Delta 78907.
We'll get there in the end. It's been a bit bad.
611 Kilo Echo.
NGF, what's NGF? Where's he going?
We intend to land. Twilight 12.
Yeah, you can land.
Runway 35, clear to land. Twilight 12.
The flight.
Unknown command. November Nina to Sierra Mike.
Might be running around this guy.
Runway 35. November 741 Victor Echo.
Turn base. Share 85.
Come on, please get off the runway. Twilight 12 taxi to ramp via Kilo. Guy's doing touch and go, I think, Delta Lima.
Via Kilo. Twilight 12.
This has not gone very well. He's doing stop and go.
611 Kilo Echo is on final, requesting to touch and go.
Remember 92 Sierra Mike, turn base.
Turn base. November Nina to Sierra Mike.
Salt Lake City ground. November 85 uniform drill ready for taxi.
November 85 Uniform Kilo, runway 35 via Kilo. So he's gone around.
Runway 35.
Keep forgetting this guy's call sign.
November 85 uniform kilo.
Nice, yeah.
Salt Lake City Tower. Share 85 is on
November,
final. Requesting to touch.
Dasher 85, runway 35 cleared for the option. November 636 Delta Lima, turn right, crosswind, runway 35.
Runway 35. Cleared for touch and go. Share 85.
Negative. On arrival. November 636.
I'm hoping this
Delta
is
Lima.
kind of helping people in terms of like the terminology. It's not very good in terms of actually patterning people. Like you're meant to try and
Salt
be
Lake
pretty
City
good at it,
ground. November 50,
but I'm not.
Delta Foxtrot runway vacated.
Twilight 1-2, hold position. End your flight 20, runway 35, line up and wait.
Hold position. Twilight 1-2.
This November guy is not going
Runway
anywhere.
35. Line up and wait. Angel flight 20.
Yes, he's going in patterns. Right, more patterns. Probably did too many
Salt Lake
patterns.
City ground.
There he's gone.
Delta 4427 with information
End your
Bravo.
flight 20,
Requesting
contact
permission to
departure.
start.
November 611 Kilo Echo, turn base. Oh. November 741 Victor Echo, turn base. November 611 Kilo Echo, enter right base, runway 35. Delta 4427, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Angel flight 20, runway 35, cleared for takeoff. November 636 Delta Lima, turn right downwind, runway 35.
Negative. I'm on the ground. Angel flight 20.
What's CBC again? Where's he going?
Turn base. November 741 Victor Echo.
Skyshare 85, turn right crosswind, runway 35. Skyshare 85, enter right crosswind, runway 35.
Entering right base. Runway 35. November 611 Kilo Echo.
November 92 Sierra Mike, runway 35, cleared for the option. What's Sierra
Runway
Mike doing?
34 right. Clear
You
to
can
take
understand
off.
what it actually
Delta
does as well, like,
4427.
it's not, I don't know what they're
Runway
actually doing,
35.
but...
Cleared for takeoff. Angel flight 20.
Twilight 1-2, contact departure. Nope. Twilight 1-2, continue taxi. Codeshare 85, enter, it's not even Codeshare, it's Skyshare I think. This
Turn
is
right
my
113 degrees. November 636.
Skyshare 85, turn Skyshare 85, enter left downwind, runway 35.
Command requirement mission.
November 611 Kilo Echo, turn base. These two are quite close behind each other.
Runway 35. Share 85.
They turned way too early.
Runway 35. Clear to land. November Nina to Sierra Mike.
Negative. I'm on the ground. Twilight 1-2.
And your flight 20, contact departure. He's gone. I don't need to worry about him.
Continue taxi. Twilight 1-2.
Command property error. Share 85.
This is why I said you kind of need to know what they want to do.
Turn downwind. Runway
So,
35.
Victor
Share
Echo,
85.
busy.
Negative. I'm not on pattern. November 611 Kilo
November
Echo.
741 Victor Echo, runway 35, cleared for the option. If he does a touch and go, he'll be able to get a touch and go right behind him.
Point Nina. Angel flight 20. Good day.
Delta 4427, contact departure. Skywest 7448. I think he's just stop and go. November 741 Victor Echo, go around.
November 741 Victor Echo.
Salt Lake departure on 120.
November 741 Victor Echo, enter right downwind, runway 35. Skyshare 85, turn base. Can't because we've got 6-1 Kilo Echo.
Go around.
November
741
85
Victor Echo.
uniform Kilo, runway 35, cleared for takeoff. November 92 Sierra Mike, taxi to ramp via Kilo.
Entering
Delta
right
7897, runway 34 right, cleared for
November
takeoff.
741 Victor Echo.
November 636 Delta Lima, enter right downwind, runway 35. Don't know why he's going all the way over there.
Runway 35. Clear for takeoff. November 85.
November 741 Victor Echo, enter right downwind, runway 35.
Taxi to ramp via Kilo.
November
Nina to
611
Sierra
Kilo Echo, enter final runway 35. I don't know where he's going.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for takeoff.
November 611 Kilo Echo, enter right downwind, runway 35.
Entering right downwind. Runway 35. November 636 Delta Lima. Entering right downwind. Runway 35. November 741 Victor Echo.
Negative. I'm departure. November 611 Kilo
Skyshare 85, turn base.
Negative. Standby. November 611 Kilo Echo.
November 611 Kilo Echo, turn right, heading 030.
Negative. We are on left pattern of runway 35. Share 85.
Skyshare 85, enter Okay, where's uniform kilo going?
Turn right heading 30.
Is on
November
patterns?
611 Kilo Echo.
He is on patterns. November 85 uniform kilo, turn right downwind. No. November 85 uniform kilo, enter right downwind runway 35. November 611 kilo echo, turn right heading 090. Please don't crash into him.
Unknown command, November 85 uniform kilo. Negative. Unknown command, November 85 uniform kilo.
November 85 uniform kilo, enter right downwind runway 35.
Turn right heading 90. November 611 Kilo Echo.
CBC again. Keep remember. Skyshare. Skyshare, isn't it?
November 85 uniform kilo.
Skyshare 85, runway 35 cleared for the option. November 741 Victor Echo, turn base. November 636 Delta Lima, turn base.
Runway 35, cleared for touch and go. Share 85.
Delta 7897, contact departure. November 85 Uniform Kilo, turn right downwind. No. November 85 Uniform Kilo, enter right downwind, runway 35.
Turn base. November 741 Victor Echo.
Delta 750, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Southwest 7448, pushback approved facing east. So he's doing left, so there must be something that you have to give
November 636 Delta Lima.
when you're doing it.
Salt Lake departure on 120.9er. Delta 789er 7. Good day.
Negative. Unknown command, November 85 uniform kilo. Turn downwind. Runway 35. November 85 uniform kilo. Runway 34 left. Clear to land. Delta 750.
Pushback
I don't know what
approved
this
facing east.
this guy's
Skywest
actually doing.
7448.
Salt Lake City Tower, November Nina to Sierra Mike is on final, requesting the full stop landing.
Salt Lake City Tower, November 741 Victor Echo is on final, requesting to touch and go.
November 611 Kilo Echo, turn right, heading 170. Don't know why he's heading all the way
Turn
up.
right heading 170. November 611 Kilo Echo.
Salt Lake City Tower, Delta 750 on final 34 left.
November 741 Victor Echo, runway 35 cleared for the option.
Runway 35, cleared for touch and go. November 741 Victor Echo.
November 85 Uniform Kilo, turn left heading 090. Can't have him flying there, he's going to have to fly back over the airport.
November 85 uniform kilo.
Skyshare 85, enter right downwind, runway 35.
Entering right downwind, runway 35.
You enter
Share
that
85.
downwind then.
Salt Lake City Tower, Share 85 is on final, requesting to
November
touch.
85 Uniform Kilo, enter right downwind, runway 35.
Entering right downwind. Runway 35. November 85 uniform kilo.
November 611 Kilo Echo, enter right base, runway 35.
Entering right base. Runway 35. November 611 Kilo Echo.
Salt Lake City Tower, November 741.
November
Victor Echo is on
636
final,
Delta
requesting to
Lima,
touch and
runway
go.
35 cleared for the option.
Runway 35. cleared
Dallas
for stop and go.
7448, runway
November
34 right,
636
via
Delta
hotel.
Lima.
Runway 34 right. Via
You doing touch and go?
Skywest 7448.
Salt Lake City Tower, Delta 8886 on final 34 left.
November 741 Victor Echo, enter right crosswind, runway 35.
Entering right crosswind, runway 35. November 741 Victor Echo.
Delta 611 Kilo Echo, turn base. November 611 Kilo Echo, turn base. Try and get this guy in.
Negative. I'm not on pattern. November 611 Kilo Echo.
November 611 Kilo Echo, enter right base, runway 35. November 85 Uniform Kilo, turn base.
Entering right base. Runway 35. November 611 Kilo Echo.
November 741 Victor Echo, turn right downwind, runway 35.
Negative. I'm not on pattern. November 85 uniform kilo.
November 85 Uniform Kilo, turn base. November 85 Uniform Kilo, turn right downwind. No. November 85 Uniform Kilo, turn right base, runway 35. November 85 Uniform Kilo, enter right base, runway 35.
Turn right 113 degrees. November 741 Victor Echo.
November 85 Uniform Kilo, enter final runway 35. This is when they're not on patterns. You need to clear them for the patterns.
November 85 Uniform Kilo. Negative. On arrival. November 85 Uniform Kilo.
Delta 8886 runway 34 left, clear to land. Delta 750 contact depot. No. Delta 750 taxi to terminal. I am going to end this in a minute. We've been playing this for quite a while.
Command property error. November 85 Uniform Kilo.
November 85 Uniform Kilo, enter final runway 35. November 85 Uniform Kilo, runway 35 cleared for the option. Go. Southwest 2416, push back up facing east. There's the next option.
Negative. We are on right pattern of runway 35. November 85
November
Uniform
636 Delta Lima, turn crosswind.
Enter final runway 35. November 85 Uniform Kilo.
636 Delta Lima, turn downwind. November 636 Delta Lima, turn right downwind, runway 35.
Runway 34 left. Clear to land.
November
Delta
611
886.
Kilo Echo, enter final runway 35. 611 Kilo Echo, enter right base, runway 35. No. November 611 Kilo Echo, turn right, heading 090. Can't get some of these right because I'm not clearing them for the
Delta
patterns.
750.
November 636 Delta Lima, enter right downwind, runway 35. Get sure, not get sure.
Taxi to terminal.
Asher,
Delta 750.
Asher 85, enter base. Asher 85, turn base.
Enter final runway 35. November 85 Uniform Kilo.
November 611 Kilo Echo, turn right downwind, runway 35. November 714 Victor Echo, turn base, runway. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I need to figure out how you get them into the patterns and then just get them to turn. Because I keep entering them into downwinds and upwinds, and then that's kind of not getting them into the things. You can kind of get the gist of it. It's kind of, once I get that right, which I'm kind of a bit confused because the documentation isn't helping, but once you get them deported onto the pattern, it is literally just turn crosswind, turn down, but they'll fly that without you needing to do anything. So they'll fly the upwind, they'll fly the crosswind, and then the downwind base, and then the final. You can obviously get them to turn base earlier, and get them to turn downwind earlier. The stuff that's arriving, you're going to probably have to get them to enter that and then do the base. But yeah, it's kind of very much just a play and learn. As you can see, like half the stuff I was doing was wrong, but your main stuff is approve them, get them approved for the patterns, and then clear them for the option, clear them for the touch and go. But I thought I'd give you a quick have a look. I mean, I probably put too much in the patterns. Like we had like 6 aircraft in the pattern on one switch. Probably not ideal when you're trying to learn it. But overall, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I kind of think everyone's going to be kind of learning this as it goes along. This is my first attempt at this. I think once we've got some good schedules and kind of you're at your smaller airports doing VFR, you get like 3 or 4 aircraft in the pattern and you're just moving everyone around. I think I tried overdoing it there. I won't share the schedule because again, it's kind of, I've just thrown something together. We'll wait for a few proper schedules to come out. Maybe in a couple of weeks I'll do some for some of the other airports. But for now, if you do like the content, feel free to like and subscribe. If you've got any questions, any feedback, if you figure out how to actually do stuff in terms of clearing them for patterns, anything that I've done wrong, I know I've done stuff wrong there. So any feedback or any suggestions of how to actually run this stuff is much appreciated. And I'll be doing some more stuff on VFR in the near future. But for now, thanks very much for watching this video. Feel free to check out all my other ones. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.